put that on everything that I love. Hundreds and fifties and sometimes the dubs. I put that on everything that I love. Need a dub. That's on that thing I love. Put that on my auntie and uncle's son. I need the money, I need it lump sum.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Traffic making its way across the Bay Bridge between San Francisco and Oakland, California. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at San Antonio. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And, of course, there's the Warriors. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And, well, for the Warriors, they've made a big leap forward this season. Just being in the playoff discussion marks a ton of progress from where they were at this point a year ago.
This is a much different team now, especially in terms of attitude and effort. They are competitive night in and night out. That is something we weren't saying about this team last year.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Gay and Aldridge are up front. White is out there with Murray, and it's DeRozan in at the three, the small forward. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Chris, and it's Wiggins in at the three. And Murray's got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs.
And for everything this guy gives you on offense, Thompson has finally gotten his due as a defensive stopper.
GA, I don't think he still gets his due. He's still underrated in my opinion. Yes, he made the all-defensive team in 2019. In addition to his offensive responsibilities, he has to guard the opponent's best scorer.
And Smitty, with Rudy Gay, the longtime NBA veteran, Father Time might have taken away what he once was, but boy, he still finds ways to contribute.
He does, GA. Rudy Gay isn't the same scorer that he once was. But what I love about it, he's actually playing the power forward position more later in his career. He can still fill up the box score and also add a lot of rebounding. His passing has been underrated for a few seasons as well.
Curry outside. Murray with the defensive effort.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Defensive breakdown. Murray attracts attention as a scorer, which opens up everything else.
Curry can't get it to go. For San Antonio, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Begins with the block, and they'll keep possession. Here's Gay. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Curry wide open. Offensive rebound. And Green gets it to go.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Murray against Curry. Pass to Gay. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the content. Reagan, 1991, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick. Your son going through it right now.
Yeah, no doubt. Listen, everyone wants to see what you've got. And also, you want to prove that you belong. And so, because of that, though, especially in today's game, sometimes judgment comes way too quickly. And we've seen it with a lot of great young players that because they come in a lot earlier in terms of their age, it may take them an extra year or two to figure it all out. And so the teams that are most patient in allowing those kids to mature at their own level tend to be the ones that get the higher rewards.
Indeed. And we see so much impatience, and it causes problems. Curry dishes to Thompson. Now the pass to Green. Over Gay. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Yep, it counts. White's got his second bucket.
That shot takes touch, and it takes finesse. White continues to polish his craft.
Floats one. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Different look here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Draymond Green. Green comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Damian Lee in for Curry. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Lyle comes in for Rudy Gay. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Derek White. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. Here's Looney. Rebound San Antonio. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they look right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise.
Here's Crawford. Got a piece of it. And a fast break now for the Spurs. And here's Mills from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper.
Not the most natural ball handler. This is what Mills prefers to do: catch and shoot.
Here's Lee. Crawford trying to free himself up. Here's Chris. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's DeRozan. It's blocked.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Lee passes to Looney. Down low. Here's Chris. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And this is where Chris does a considerable amount of damage. Feels comfortable taking those interior shots.
And that one, good. Mills has got 5 now.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Here's Chris. DeRozan with the rebound. Spurs leading by 6. And the shot is good. He's got 6.
DeMar DeRozan is so good when he has space to get out and get his legs moving on a break.
Lee kicks to Chris. The dish to Crawford. San Antonio with the rebound. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. To the left wing. Now here's Mills, guarded by Crawford. And here's Mills. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Clippers.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Spurs lead by 8. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. For those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
Green down low with Looney. Lee out there with Crawford. And it's Green in at the small forward. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter.
You know, he's not someone who spends a ton of time in the painted area, but Patty Mills looking comfortable on that one.
Well, a look at Lonnie Walker, the 18th pick in that 2018 draft. He's being brought along slowly as the team loves his potential, but he has a lot to smooth out with his game.
Greg, you talk about the upside with Lonnie Walker. This team loves his athleticism.
You know, not the typical Spurs-type player we've seen targeted in the past. An athletic maniac who can fly end to end. The polish to his game will come. It's just going to take some time. And Smitty, with DeJounte Murray, he's got great length at that guard position, and it can make him a menace defensively.
Yes, it does. DeJounte Murray is 6'4", but has a 6'10" wingspan. Still very young and learning about defense, but his instincts off the chart. He could end up being one of the premier defenders in the league by the end of his deal.
And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Klay Thompson. Walker surveying the floor. Pass to Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Wow, Aldridge attacking the rack. I love it.
Curry passes to Thompson. Fires the three. That shot no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Derek White's checked in for the Spurs. Murray against Curry. Now here's Murray. He's guarded closely. Aldridge, no luck.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Thompson misses. San Antonio leading by 8. Gay kicks to Murray. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. For San Antonio, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team. So you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
Off the inbound. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
And as great a player as LaMarcus Aldridge is, at times his defense can be a concern. Only getting tougher for him as he ages.
LaMarcus Aldridge, GA, will be able to score forever. Defending pick and rolls, keeping up with mobile bigs. That's a problem right now later in his career. Limiting minutes and picking up matchups might be the best way to disguise this.
Thompson for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Thompson's got 6 here in this quarter.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Murray the pass to Walker. And Aldridge the basket on the assist by Walker. And that's now 6 points for Aldridge.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Aldridge has all the tools to protect the rim. He's only averaged 1 block a game for his career, but he got it done on that play.
Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the 2 teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the 2 teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the 3 and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it.
A talented, versatile player who has been on a few teams. Rudy Gay is still going.
Chris, he's checked in for Looney. Curry dishes to Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists tonight. Murray outside. Passes it to Gay. Great D that time from Green.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Chris kicks to Curry. Thompson outside. They get it again. And so White will bring it up for the Spurs. It's a 10-point game. Off on the layup. The Warriors have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Off three-pointer, Wiggins. Here's Curry. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
It's got to be hard guarding Stephen Curry. You don't know when he's going to shoot the basketball, and sometimes you overreact, and you're just plain and simple fouling.
The Warriors have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. That's good from Stephen Curry. And some changes here for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Green. And it's Crawford in for Klay Thompson. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. DeRozan comes in for Lonnie Walker. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Derek White. And it's Mills in for Murray. Here's Here's Gay. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Warriors trail by 8. Curry is inside. Hurdle's there. Here's Crawford. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
We don't talk about it enough. Curry has unbelievable vision.
Mills looking it over. Pass to DeRozan. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
Lee's checked in for the Warriors. And San Antonio with the change here too. Miles checked in for Rudy Gay.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Mills passes to Lyles. On the wing, DeRozan. Over Green. DeRozan's shot is good. DeRozan's got 4 points this quarter. Greg, with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan, it helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Now here's Mills, covered by Lee, and there's the pass to Forbes. To the middle. 9 feet out. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
What vision from Pirtle, getting the pass over to the wide open man.
Warriors trail by 8. Lee outside. Wiggins kicks to Green. He dishes it to Crawford. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Green. Shot from the top of the key. That one no good.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
And so that's the end of the first half. It's the Spurs up 8. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Steph, you know you're #1 in the defensive scouting report. How do you counteract that?
I just got to slow down. I mean, we're playing good defense, trying to trap the ball screens and take them out the 3-point line. But, you know, just got to be aggressive, keep getting shots up, making the right plays, and no turnaround.
We'll see what you do in the second half. Thanks, Steph. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here. It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They lead by 9 points. Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
Well, they got a nice advantage in the free throw department. I wish I was a shooter. They've been the one taking the direct approach. They're driving the lane, being physical, and forcing the opposing D into tight spots. And that's got them a lot of points at the line and the lead.
Hey, Kenny, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
To fall behind like this at home after only 1 half is upsetting. We're not talking about an insurmountable deficit. We're not talking about a small one either. They're going to have to play a good second half of basketball for a chance to win.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get on.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
On the court right now for the Spurs, Gay and Aldridge are up front. White is out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's DeRozan in at the 3.
Steph just doing his thing from downtown. That's his game.
Curry against Murray.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
Warriors trail by 7. Curry is inside. He's covered by Murray. Out to Thompson. Fires from deep. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got assist number 5 here tonight. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Spurs. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. To the paint, here's Gay. Goes back up, and the layup is up and in. Gay's got 9.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Curry with the bounce pass. And that one's good. Wiggins.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Here's Murray up on top. Covered by Chris. Count it. Good. Murray's got 4 points this quarter.
I just love this kid's fearlessness. Goes right at him. Draws contact. It doesn't matter to him.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kevin, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Firing on all cylinders here in the third. Only one miss in 5 attempts.
Curry passes to Looney. Curry against DeRozan, and the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to 6, and the bucket from Stephen Curry. Murray against Curry. White, wide open. He fires. No good on the triple. The Warriors have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Curry kicks to Green. Thompson for the triple. And that's collected by Gay. Gay's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. White dishes to Murray. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
San Antonio making a switch here. Walker's checked in. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
Well, we're seeing the defense make adjustments, but DeRozan is making great reads, finding ways to counter.
And stolen by Aldridge. In transition, here come the Spurs. Walker leading the charge. Gay inside. He's against Green, and that one's good by Gay. Gay's got 11.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Curry passes to Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Thompson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Thompson showing determination getting to the hoop. Even with contact, he finds a way to drill the shot.
San Antonio leading by 8. Murray surveying the D. Inside, here's Aldridge. And it's Looney with the rebound. Golden State's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on DeRozan.
Stephen Curry driving the basketball has a nice knack to be able to, once he's inside the paint, to draw the fouls.
And the Warriors with some changes. Green, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Crawford comes in for Wiggins, and Lee's subbed in for Thompson. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. Trey Lyles comes in for Rudy Gay. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. And Mills in the NBA for over a decade now, GA, but he still has incredible speed that's key to his game.
And Kevin, with Mills, that end-to-end speed doesn't get shown off too often. In the half court, though, he does a great job of creating looks for himself, accelerates off of screens, can still leave a defender in the dust when he turns it on.
Here's Mills. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Curry kicks to Crawford. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crawford. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at Phoenix. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I think for Golden State, they were obviously hoping to start out better. Still, too soon to panic. But lately they've had very little luck and seem to be trending in the wrong direction.
Marquise Chris, he's checked in for Golden State. Warriors trail by 8. It's Crawford on the wing. Can't hit from in close.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
Green against Walker. Pass to Wiles. Over Crawford. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And now a 10-point Spurs lead.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. The Spurs also with the sub. White's checked in. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Jamal Crawford has won the 6th Man of the Year more times than any other player in NBA history. Just might have to name that award after him before it's all said and done.
Mills with it, working on Lee. And here we go. Fast break. Crawford's got it. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. It's good. Green's got 5 points so far.
Get the best shot you can get. Draymond active in the paint.
Now here's Mills. D right on him. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And the Spurs lead by 7. Lee outside. To the inside. Here's Green. Lays it up off the glass. Green's got 4 points this quarter.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Spurs lead by 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Crawford out there with Lee. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Green, and it's Chris in at the center position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Goes up off the inbound. It's deflected. Here's Green. Passes to Chris. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Green, the pass to Green. To the middle, knocks it loose. Pirtle with the steal. Now Mills. He with the block. And it's the Warriors on the break. But they get it back. Chris kicks to Green. Lee outside. There's Crawford with the 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds now tonight. DeRozan with it. And Crawford picks him up defensively. And the basket by DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan's bread and butter. He has a great feel from the mid-range.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
In one area, I don't think DeRozan gets enough credit. Shot creation. If this guy wants to get a decent look, he is more often than not going to get it.
Greg, the reason why he has a great combination of speed and strength. DeMar DeRozan is comfortable pulling up on a drive or going all the way to the rack. You don't put up the numbers DeRozan has in his career without being elite at shot creation.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. He told them this is gut check time. This is when it gets real and when it gets fun. We're here to play in these big moments. Let's make this one count. Kevin, by my count, that's 5 cliches.
Crawford up top. He's covered by Murray. Crawford dishes to Thompson. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Sunday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Portland Trail Blazers. That free throw good from Thompson.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And we know, of course, Clay coming from a basketball family. In fact, his father back in 1978 was drafted #1 overall.
From the low block, and another basket for San Antonio.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Thompson in the corner. Rebound, San Antonio. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Launches it. Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Good work defensively by Gay. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his 5th foul. And so Aldridge will bring it up for San Antonio. They lead by 7. San Antonio calls timeout. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Gay in the corner. A 3-ball. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And the Spurs lead by 10.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Thompson against White. Here's Crawford. And he overshot that one, missing. Spurs leading by 10. Launches the 3. And it's White missing.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
Thompson for 3. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Had that one in his sights, too. His 5th triple of the game, 2nd this half.
Murray with the bounce pass. Fader on the way, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Easy chance for Aldridge, one of the best mid-range shooters in the game.
Crawford passes to Thompson. Shoots over White. Thompson misses. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. White, good.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Out to Thompson. Pass to Green. Stolen by Gay. Outside DeRozan. It's White on the wing. Nice spin off the left rim and in. White's got the lead up to 13 now for the Spurs. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the 2nd rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Sometimes before Thompson even catches the pass, he knows he's firing.
Spurs leading by 11. We've got 1:48 left here in the 4th quarter. And the dunk by DeRozan.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
On its way from Curry for 2, and it's good off the back rim and in. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half. Now Now here's DeRozan. And they double up DeRozan. Nobody near Gay. Offensive rebound. Shoots a fader. Aldridge, no luck. Warriors trail by 11. Back to Curry. Golden State moving it around. Chris kicks to Wiggins. Curry looking it over. Just 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. San Antonio with the rebound.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Spurs.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Rudy Gay.
He played with a lot of fire, a lot of heart, especially on the glass. He's one of those guys who acts like every rebound is his, and many of them were tonight.
Murray against Curry. And there's the call on Curry. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Medu. Back to DeRozan. Over Thompson. DeRozan. That's good.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
And so it's the Spurs with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
DeMar, big effort tonight. What is the state of mind of this club right now?
We're focusing in on the defensive end. We know if we get stops, we can definitely score whenever we want.
And you got it done tonight, DeMar. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.